This is a Wayward Son audio production. Gunny Mac, Private Detective. Trouble in Chinatown. Written by Stephen Walker. Narrated by Stephen Osarczuk. Prologue. September 12 through 14, 1942. Guadalcanal. Several hundred feet above the jungle floor, torrents of rain pounded and shredded the triple canopy of leaves. The drumming cadence of the rain drowned out the symphony of sounds usually heard on the jungle floor. Millions of raindrops splashed from leaf to leaf, flowing down wild orchid vines and cascading off big floating banana leaves. The wide-eyed monkeys scrunched under the larger leaves, just like a man might do, trying to keep from being washed away. Overflowing streams gurgled lustily, red water spilling over their embankments, hungrily eroding the stream beds. Before the storm, the interior of the jungle had reached 115 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, the more cooling rain made the Marines pushing through the undergrowth shiver uncontrollably. They moved like old men before their time. They were bent at the waist, only their eyes darting to the left and right. They didn't wear their GI ponchos. Those ridiculous contraptions that allowed more water in than out made them sweat ferociously and smelled like the result of an all-night drinking binge in Shanghai. They used them only as an overhead cover to try to keep foxholes dry. Every day, every single day, the rain came down in sweeping bursts like a gray curtain. Then the rain would stop. The steam would rise from the jungle floor like it did from the sewer grates in New York City in the winter. Then, in the next moment, all was lost in another cloudburst. The Marines called this time chills and pills, but they'd run out of quinine pills weeks before. The wetness made the men miserable, causing painful immersion foot. On patrol days, they prayed to the rain god to mask their movements in the jungle. If the downpours made their lives unbearable, they could only grin and know the Japs suffered also. At the beginning of the battle for Guadalcanal, they had several hundred mules carrying supplies to the front quickly and efficiently. The Japs killed the mules off weeks ago, but they often joked that they were in the process of becoming more mule-like every day. To the casual observer, the Marines seemed to slog across the jungle floor, but each movement they made was precise and planned. The jungle floor was a death trap. Gnarled roots would grab an unsuspecting ankle and snap it like a twig, leaving Marines writhing in pain. Swamps appeared like magic, swallowing the unlucky Marines whole. High, unfeeling winds toppled over huge rotting trees, crushing unsuspecting men. Vines came out of nowhere to wrap themselves around hands, their nasty barbs ripping out chunks of flesh. Snakes and 8-inch centipedes feasted on them, inflicting poisonous bites, and sometimes, without warning, a Marine suddenly would keel over dead. After months of close combat, they learned to accept the brutal nature of their lives. The idea of driving a car, taking a girl out to the movies, or playing baseball with your friends seemed unreal. Oiling down your '03 Springfield lovingly with dirty, calloused fingers, sleeping in foxholes filled with putrid water, and killing Japs were more real. Even Marine Corps pilots flying with their cockpits open 5,000 feet above the jungle could smell the rot in death. Jungle ulcers and scratching the itching, burning jungle rot soon became part of second nature to all Guadalcanal Marines, just like spitting tobacco or scratching places that would make a woman blush. Over time, their senses sharpened, like that of any jungle predator. When something was amiss, the sounds of the jungle told them. Combat honed their instincts. Their eyes caught any unnatural movements. Several months back, they had heard the booming of the Navy's 16-inch guns that had lit up the sky like a summer heat storm. Throughout the night, they waited with anticipation to hear what happened. The next morning, as the sun rose over the Pacific Ocean, the United States Navy was nowhere to be seen. Word slowly filtered down to the Marines that the United States Navy had been defeated and had left the Marines alone to suffer their fate like on Corregidor months before. The Navy abandoned them to face 20,000 well-supplied Imperial Japanese troops. The Marines possessed limited food, ammunition, and other supplies. They began to make signs that said, "No papa, no mama."
Sample complete. Ready to continue?